In this episode, we take a Lexus GX470, a Mazda Navajo, aka Ford Explorer, a Toyota Landcruiser 100 series, and my 2019 Honda Passport to a trail rated as difficult in Lytle Creek, California. Stay tuned to see how we all do. We have the Mazda Navajo, aka Ford Explorer, that is pretty much stock except for its mud terrain tires. We then have Declac Photo in his newly acquired Lexus GX470. If you watched this channel before, you might know him as the guy that drove the burgundy Subaru Forester XT. His Lexus is a bit modified with all-terrain tires. We also have my 2019 Honda Passport that's lifted 2 inches, has 2-inch taller tires, and trimmed front and rear bumpers. I also disconnect my rear sway bars, and you'll see in this video it helps a lot. Last in the lineup is a Toyota Landcruiser 100 series. It's a 1999 model with a factory rear locker. It is stock and has highway terrain tires, but it's driven by a guy with 20 years of rock crawling experience. With the introductions out of the way, I think it's time to get started. Let's get it on. It looks like this obstacle is crossing up the axles on Alan's Mazda Navajo. With the right line and a little bit more momentum, we continue on our way. The trail has been pretty easy up until this point. This is where it gets a bit chunky. Oh, sorry I couldn't show you that part. I had to concentrate a little bit. Ooh, it's a little tight. In case you didn't know, my Honda Passport is the only vehicle here that's a unibody SUV crossover type. The other 3 vehicles are body on frame with solid rear axles. A SUV/crossover won't get nearly as much flex as a solid rear axle. But by disconnecting my rear sway bar end links, you can see that I dramatically improve my wheel articulation in the rear. I have very little doubt that if I did not disconnect my rear sway bars, I would not be able to traverse this trail. At the very least, not as easily.
Got a rock here.
Oh, just under the rock. One thing you'll notice about my friend Declac Photo is that his throttle inputs are a little herky-jerky, and I could relate to why. You see, he used to drive a Subaru Forester XT with a CVT transmission and a 2-liter turbocharged engine. So he's now driving a vehicle with a 4.7-liter V8 with a 5-speed automatic transmission. If you barely tap on it, this thing just surges forward. This is his first time taking this vehicle in an off-road situation, so please understand, he's adjusting. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention that I aired down, and so did the Lexus GX, but the Landcruiser and the Mazda Navajo did not.
Remember, it's going to lean to your right.
In a pinch, I can drive more aggressive and get through this quicker, but since picking up this Honda Passport with the aggressive first gear and axle ratios with a 20:1 crawl ratio, I like just kind of taking it easy and going slow. My vehicle could only articulate so much, so sorry about ripping up the track. Alan from Borderline Explorer with a much slimmer vehicle gets through this so much easier.
Oh, his car is small.
Nice.
He want to cut it really close to it. You want to hug the tree, aren't you?
I wanted to take this moment to thank YouTube channel Borderline Explorer. We've been collaborating by sharing video footage. Much of the video that you see here was shot by Alan from Borderline Explorer. And in one of his latest videos, a lot of the footage is from me. I think collaborating is an excellent way to keep the trip going, without having to stop for B-roll or any fancy glamour shots.
Yeah, well, disconnected sway bars, so. Oh yeah, huh? Does make quite a difference there, huh? A bit more, yeah, more than 2 hands actually. Nori and the Landcruiser 100 series with a factory rear locker. All right, that's gonna be interesting. I think I'm gonna have to ride right between these 2 rocks right here.
So now you can start to tell that the trail is getting a bit more difficult. This is where it will be wise to have underbody protection.
Careful there. You don't. Yeah, Huey, probably. Okay. 1 second. Let me see. Don't move.
If the trail didn't look hard, well, it's going to sound hard. The hit was to the front skid plate. The impact was hard enough to shear off some bolts off that skid plate. Just imagine if it was a direct hit to the oil pan or transmission or rear diff. I don't want to sound like your mother, but seriously guys, get a skid plate. A skid plate or a set of all-terrain tires should be your first upgrade. For the current generation Honda Pilot, Ridgeline, and Passport, you will protect your oil pan and transversely mounted transmission, all for $275. Nolo Designs makes an excellent skid plate. Actually, I used to have another one that you see pictured on the left. Nolo, for a cheaper price, offers more protection and a better fit. I'm also proud to influence his design. My previous skid plate did not have robust mounting points, and I had to make my own. Those holes that you see there is just trial and error, not trail damage. However, all these scrapes and scratches are definitely trail damage. I figured out you could use a 2-inch pipe U-bolt clamp that you could buy from Home Depot and wrap it around your front cross member. I use a yellow grease marker to mark the tips of the threads. Pressing the plate against these threads will mark the plate. It was then just a matter of drilling some holes and running the thread through the plate, and then affixing it with the bolts. If you have one of these older plates and are running into issues, there's your solution. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to go into more detail about how to do this. If you haven't purchased your Honda skid plate yet, then you know which one to buy. By the way, the only thing I received from Nolo Designs and will be receiving in the future is just product to test out for you guys and gals. I don't receive advertising dollars or commission. Like many enthusiasts out there, I just want to support companies that create product that is functional. Now I just need to talk to them about including the proper size U-bolt so you don't have to shave them down like this.
Rock right in front of your wheel, turn a little bit, and then come slow, because it's a 50-50 chance you're going to clear the rock or hit the rock.
Gonna hit that one.
And if you hit it, you hit it. So.
To help me get through this obstacle, we are deploying the whack tracks. That's right, the whack tracks. Hey, don't laugh. They actually worked. And look at that front trimmed bumper. If I did not cut my bumper, I would be digging into the ground.
Conforming to
You're coming up on a rock. Okay, you're gonna come down it. All right, straight down a little bit. A little more. Little driver, straighten out. All right, cool. You're gonna come up on the rock right now. Coming up, come down.
Yep. Keep going. Good. That is good. Not a problem. That's what I
Ooh,
want.
barely misses lower control arm. Okay.
Keep going, keep throttle.
You can get to the rock.
You can.
Got to it?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it can do.
Ah, you kicked it out in the rear.
Kick it on the rear. I think it's afraid of the tree right there. So he let go there.
Right side should be keeps that line, right?
I think it's fine. Keep going. Slow.
Oh my gosh, that was so close. Holy crap.
This is Hisanari. He's driving the 100 series Toyota Landcruiser with a rear factory locker. He does have some highway terrain tires, and I don't think they're giving him enough snow traction.
Yeah, I think if, okay, there's a rock right there, Nori. Okay, you're moving it. Big rock to your right on your driver's side.
Now remember how I said he has 20 years of rock crawling experience? Well, that was on full display here.
Got it. Oh shoot, that's crazy. Whoa! All right, Mr. Rock Crawler. Highway terrains, baby. 20 years less experience, but you have the right tires. All right, let's see what happens.
Tires and A-track.
Oh, yeah, but he doesn't have lockers like you. All right, just take it slow, Hui. There's some sharp rocks. Yeah. No, right here. Just no. Go passenger more. Passenger. Okay, right there. Slow. Yeah, keep going straight. All right, turn. All right, you got it. All right.
Wow, a Toyota vehicle with A-track is a legit machine.
Okay, here goes nothing.
Seriously, what did I get myself into?
John, you're getting close to the rock. Or you want to keep turning more, driver? Okay, come on. Come. No, straight.
Ooh, newer twin clutch rear differential units do not like it when you spin the tires like that. I had the all-wheel drive heat warning. The heat warning only lasted for a few seconds. It didn't put me in lit mode, and as you can see here, I'm right back to it. Just make sure your dash lights go away. So after multiple attempts, I just was not able to make it. And there you have it. This is how far I was able to get on a semi-difficult trail. Now, don't be too sad. In a real-world situation, this 100 series Landcruiser would be able to tow me through that last part. This trail is about to end, so we decided we would just turn around. But before we did that, the Landcruiser and the Lexus GX had a little more fun.
That's all right. So that was actually the first time I've ever bumped my car. That's the first time I've ever loaded up on my torque converter.
Nice!
Did you know that, Huey?
Yeah. They have no trucks underneath.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell? Oh, so he goes, actually you can go here and go to that one. Flying along.
Oh boy. Oh.
Hey, so should we turn around at some point? You're clear.
No longer off, right?
Oh, hitting the log. He hit that log. You see that? He moved it. You're good.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Ah.
Oh, this is gonna be. I mean, I thought old Bill was our man.
Seriously.
Get that shot of the
I know,
water going
right?
through it.
Yeah. He's still getting used to the throttle. He let me drive his GX, man. That thing is pokey.
Oh, yeah.
Super.
Second gear, he goes, pull.
No, even like off the line, it's like just lurches you forward like nobody's busy.
Is it because it's sensitive or what?
Yeah.
It's not mechanical, right? It's like actual pedal.
Yep. Yeah, I think so. All right, Alan, can you record me?
Oh, yeah.
It's recording right now.
Okay.
All right.
What kind of...
So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I learned a few things on this trip. I actually learned how to left foot brake for my very first time, and it was quite effective. I learned that disconnecting my rear sway bars makes a big difference. I had thought that I already reached the limits of my Honda Passport, but it has been surprising me, especially on trips that I went on after this one. The capabilities of the Toyota Landcruiser 100 series was validated, especially with its rear factory locker. But I think a lot of us were most surprised at how well that Lexus GX470 performed. A-Track proves to be quite capable. So that does it for this episode. Again, thanks for watching, and I hope you have fun on your adventures.